Hello and welcome to Deck of Cars. In this video, we're going to take a look at the tax on cars that exist in Ireland, Vehicle Registration Tax, commonly known as VRT. VRT is a tax that is paid when a car is registered for the first time in Ireland. It applies to both new and used vehicles. It was introduced back in 1993 by the then Finance Minister Bertie Ahern. VRT previously existed as an import tariff on vehicles that weren't assembled in Ireland. As Ireland's car assembly industry began to dwindle in the late 80s and the EU single market was due to be established in 1993, the Irish government had to change the tax from an excise duty to a first registration tax, and hence VRT was born. How is VRT charged? As of 2008, VRT is charged based on CO2 emissions. The lowest CO2 band A1, and it goes up to band G. VRT is calculated based on two factors: the CO2 produced by the car and the car's value, or the open market selling price. Revenue determines what the value or OMSP of an imported used car is, and for new cars, the invoice price is the open market selling price. On new cars, VRT is a tax on a tax, as it is applied on top of VAT. In Budget 2020, nitrogen oxide or NoX charges were introduced to discourage the importing of dirty diesels.
I am replacing the 1% diesel surcharge introduced last year with a nitrogen oxide emissions-based charge. This surcharge will apply to all passenger cars. The surcharge reflects the detrimental effect of these emissions on our environment and will have a particular impact on older and more pollutant cars.
As of 2020, electric cars get a VRT reduction of €5,000. New hybrids with low emissions can get a €1,500 reduction, and plug-in hybrids can get €2,500 back if their emissions are low enough. Used imported hybrids also have reduced VRT if their emissions are low enough as well. Commercials pay a rate of 13.3%, and classic cars over 30 years old, pay only €200 VRT. Is VRT illegal under EU rules? Technically no, but the EU have said in the past that the tax goes against the very spirit of the single market. Ireland is not the only EU country that imposes VRT, with many other European countries having a similar tax. Denmark have an extremely hefty registration tax, but in terms of the European average, VRT increases the prices of new cars in Ireland by a considerable amount, meaning Ireland is one of the most expensive European countries to buy a new car in. The graph shows the variation of prices in 12 different European countries, including Ireland. We compared an Irish spec Golf Life, which starts at €27,750, with similar specs from the other European nations. It's clear that VRT makes cars more expensive than other European countries. Back in 2005, the EU had plans to scrap VRT, but here we are in 2020 and VRT is still here. If the new VW Golf had its VRT of €4,535 removed from its price, then it would be a much more reasonable €23,215. This shows us that Irish consumers have to pay more for the same car than other European consumers pay. When you break it down, you see that there is nearly €10,000 of taxes on a new Volkswagen Golf. It is no surprise then why new cars are so expensive in Ireland. VRT generates huge revenue for the Irish government. There seems to be no desire from the government to scrap this controversial tax anytime soon. We hope you learned about VRT, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks very much for watching Deck of Cars. We'll see you in the next one.